Hey you guys, back to give you another one. Welcome to Sending Above Tarot 1111. I am Suli here to give you a reading, a collective reading for the air sign collective. You can have any air sign in any placement in your chart, and these messages might resonate for you. Okay, so let's start with the card, today's prayer card. Okay, and it says, then God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because on it he rested from all the work of creating that he had done. Genesis 2 and 3. Okay. And okay, channeled messages. I got a few channeled messages for you guys. So let's start off with that and then we'll jump into the reading. Okay. So some of you guys have been waiting for a job, or news of a job is coming in. Okay. I heard news of a job. Okay. And what I felt was happiness. So whatever news of a job this is good news. All right. You will be receiving this opportunity, this level up. You will be, getting this job that you apply for. Okay, this new position, maybe it's a higher ranking position at a job you're already at. I feel like you're definitely going to get this. All right, you're going to be receiving some news pretty soon in your near future about this job. All right, you could be seeing the number 155 a lot. All right, the number 155 speaks about growth. It speaks about a massive change in your life, a massive awakening, a level up, a ranking. All right, level up of a ranking. All right, it speaks about new beginnings. Okay, building a strong, solid foundation. All right, so you guys could be seeing 155 a lot. If you're seeing 155 a lot, it means that you're moving in a significant change in your life. You're going towards a new beginning. All right, you're ranking up, leveling up in life, not only in the physical but in the spiritual as well. Okay, my other message says it's time, expansion, progress, cycles closed. All right, so you are closing out a cycle with a past person. All right, this person, broke your heart, and it took you a while to close the cycle out. It took you a while to move on. All right, I heard finally free. So you're definitely feeling free from this soul tie that you had with this person. All right, and it's time for progress. It's time for expansion. Okay, this cycle with that person is completely closed, and you're being asked to move forward. All right, your spirit team is asking you to move forward, to start what you've been, I just heard, writing in your diary about. So if you write in a diary and you've been putting goals and ambitions together while you were sitting in solitude, if you created a lot of things while you were sitting in solitude, it's time to bring those out into the light, so that they could do what they were meant to. Okay, you don't know how much creating we do when we are in solitude and when we're rebuilding ourselves. All right, so if you created something, it was for a reason. All right, okay, then I heard notice this emperor. All right, I kept hearing emperor, but then I heard notice this emperor. All right, and then a little past that, like maybe like an hour or two after that, I heard star-crossed lovers. Okay, so when I get channeled messages, I write them down. All right, I'm pretty good at remembering things, but I try to, if I'm in the kitchen or anything, write it down in a little piece of paper, and then I come and write it down on my notebook. All right, and this, now I just started doing this because I was guided to. Before, I was getting channeled messages and I did not write them down or nothing. I just kind of got them and I would be like, damn, like, what does that mean? But as we grow spiritually and our gifts evolve, we understand better, we hear better. All right, we're able to make better choices and understand where our path is taking us. All right, so whoever this emperor is, I feel like you and this person are actually star-crossed lovers. Okay, I feel like this is why you feel such a strong soul tie with this person, and you can't see them. Excuse me, you guys, give me a minute. Sorry. And you can't seem to let go of the soul tie. Okay, because the soul tie is meant to be there. Okay, whoever this is, they're actually a high-level soulmate. All right, a twin flame that you haven't been able to complete this cycle with in any lifetime. Okay, And then it says, for those of you who are in a relationship, all right, and you could be very well a high priestess, do something in the public eye, or be a practitioner, a Reiki healer, all right? You're somebody who uses their gifts to help others, okay? I feel like you're in a relationship, and you and this person you're in a relationship with, this could be a high-level soulmate or your actual twin flame, your life partner. You're definitely in a relationship with, you know, your person, okay? And you know this is your person. Most High revealed it. You know where you're going. You know this is the right soul type, okay? You got somebody else, you know, either from your side or their side, sending a lot of spell work, all right? Sending a lot of competition, a lot of disagreement. They're sending a lot of darkness into your home, or trying to anyways. But those are the channel messages I got for you guys. Let's start this one. Let's see what it is in your guys' energy. What do you need to know most at this time? Most important messages for the collective. I shuffle all my cards before I get on here, cleansing them from past readings, just so you know. All right, Lion, the number 16, and at the bottom of the deck, Cracker, the number 17. So Lion says, harness the loyal and protective aura of the lion and charge ahead magnificently. All right. So charge ahead magnificently, you guys. Sorry, I stutter. You'll notice that I stutter. That's just who I am. All right. But this is what I've been called to do. And, you know, I do it the best way I can. All right. I'm fairly new to the journey, actually. I've been reading tarot for about 2 years, or almost 2 years, not even 2 years yet. But I started just because the deck was calling me, you know what I'm saying? 7 to learn on the timer. The deck was calling me. And I started my YouTube channel when I started reading tarot, but I wasn't paying that much attention to it because I still needed to grow. I still needed a lot to be answered in my own journey before I could help other people. I was just, you know, practicing and getting out there because I was such a shy person before. So, but let's move on. Oh my God, and I shuffled it to marriage and birth. All right, so y'all definitely getting ready to level up all the way. All right, this is truly a level up. But I mean, y'all have been seeing 155, so it definitely matches y'all's energy. Okay, where was the other one? Because I wanted to read it. Oh, shenanigans. I start talking and I start shuffling, you guys. While I'm shuffling, I seem to like channel really good just by sitting there and shuffling the cards, not even looking at them, just shuffling. I channel really good. I don't know why, but I do that a lot. Okay, here it is. Okay, positive energy surrounds you. Love, joy, and good fortune awaits. Don't it match? All right, let's see. Give me a card from over here. Yeah, definitely moving towards happiness, marriage. All right, some of you guys are moving towards parenthood. You're already with your partner, your life partner. All right, your real twin flame. All right, after healing and empowering yourself. Okay, and you're moving towards, you know, the rest of your life. Okay, Most High is making you build the rest of your life in a solid foundation, Earth. It says the frequency of Earth activates our deep connection to this physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our great mother and revealing the more ethereal spiritual aspect of our nature. The number 24, 16, 7, 20, and number 4 could be significant for you guys. I feel like this signifies you truly going into union with the universe, all right? Look, yeah, at the bottom of the deck, consciousness, all right, and transition, all right? So you're definitely becoming one with the universe, with Source, with Most High, all right? And by you becoming one with, you know, with the Earth, the universe, Source, you know, Most High, whatever you want to subscribe to, it's all the same thing. By you becoming one with this energy, this is what's bringing you in, wish fulfillment in the fullest, all right? And I'm not saying like everything will be total, just, you know, totally just out of the nowhere, supernaturally just wonderful. No. Okay. Excuse me, guys. I've had this cough for like 3 days. I'm saying, although the war is real, you will have someone who will love you, cherish you, and bring you back down to earth each and every time, because you and this person are each other's yin and yang. You are each other's balance, all right? Whoever you are, you have a very significant role in humanity, okay? I feel like I'm speaking to a starseed, okay? That's truly leveling up in rank, okay? And this level up is going to bring you in marriage, you know, a family, okay? And if you're already with this person and you're married and don't have a family yet, that's what's coming in next. But I feel like whatever this is that's coming in next, it requires for you to stay strong with the lion right here. It requires for you to pull on your strength, all right? And to keep moving. Don't give up. Ground your root chakra. Yeah. Some of you guys could be having like past life visions, seeing, you know, your past lives. You've gotten to that point where now you're being shown your past lives and certain things that you need to fix while you're like in this union, all right? It's more to do with both of you than just one of you. For those of you who are already in union. For those of you who are not in union, I feel like you're moving into knowing how to love yourself before, you know, having somebody else love you. Knowing how to love somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn how to love yourself before you can love anybody else either way. All right? And that's a big part of the journey. No matter where you at, twin flame or not, you know, high level soulmates or not, whatever you consider your journey to be, the biggest part is fixing ourselves. Going within, you know, leveling up consciously, all right? You know, putting your conscious to the same vibration as the earth, as the universe, as source, all right? Which means, you know, knowing who you are, that you are that powerful, knowing that you come from Most High, taking the time to understand that you are his son, his daughter, all right? And he gave his son and his daughter, you know, he gave his kids dominion over the earth, okay? So you have to know that we make our own 1311 on the timer, that we make our own reality, all right? The more we grow spiritually, the more our consciousness also grows, and the more we tap in 323 on the timer, as I'm saying that, and the more that we're able to build what we want, the reality that we want, that we desire, what we're meant to do. And honestly, I say reality that we desire, but what we desire, our inner desires, our true high vibration of the light, you know, our higher self, we already know where we're going. So that's exactly what we desire. Just like I knew that I was meant to be a tarot reader, and the first time that I touched the deck, it called me, all right? Now I'm starting to study astrology and all that, almost 2 years later. But at first, I just got on it and I just started, you know, 1411 on the timer. I just started vibing with my deck, all right? We know where we're going. It's just a matter of remembering. Okay, so let's see. What other messages do you got for the collective spirit? I feel like today's prayer is also very significant about the fact that it's okay for you to rest. Even the source, the creator of life, Most High took a break. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to rest. You know, you need to rest. Okay, so somebody in your energy, they are struggling with making a decision, all right? They keep relying on past, all right? With this memories, it's keep giving me past, all right? So they keep relying on past doors to open so that they can have a new beginning, but renewal spark is in the reverse. So they're not having this new beginning because they keep relying on old doors to open. This could be you or somebody in your energy. Yeah, this is you. Reflection, projection came out in the reverse. All right, this is your energy. You keep relying on a certain door to open for you, and it's not going to open because it's not meant to. All right, if it's been stagnant, stuck, give me one moment. Okay, if you've been stagnant or stuck, you might want to rethink the way that you're doing something, okay? Because that key that you're using is not open that door that you want to open. Yeah, I feel like you're too comfortable doing whatever it is, using that key to open that, you know, different doors. And so far, that similar key has opened some doors for you. Yeah, I can't make that shit up. Cycles, completion, and North Node. All right, an offer at the bottom of the deck. I feel like that key has opened certain doors for you in the past, but you're not your past self. And it's time for you to actually see that. 626, well, 1626 on the timer. It's time for you to see that you're not your old self. You're a whole new version, all right? And it maybe it'd be time for you to take a step back, all right, and rest and get to know yourself. Get to know the new you, the real you, all right? The you that been stuck and stagnant, pretty much in the ethers, you know, because your higher self is above what you can imagine, all right? I feel like that's something that is already, you know, it stays in the ethers, you know what I'm saying? And you're just tapping into that. But it's time for you to realize that you're not in this south node anymore, that you're in your north node, all right? And close out the cycle with this door that won't open, all right? Whatever door this is. I truly don't feel like it's a person for you at this particular time. I feel like it's more like of a thing, you know, maybe a project, a job that's no longer fulfilling you. And you know what your north node is, and you're like procrastinating on doing it, all right? This cycle has to be closed out, you know. You're already done, all right? Look at where you're heading, all right? Marriage, birth, okay? Cracker, lion, all right? With the earth, you're heading already towards a gift for all the work that you've done. So this south node energy no longer, you know, belongs to you. No longer needs space in your energy. Yeah, it's time for you to release and surrender this, whatever this key is. Maybe you've been having dreams about this, all right? Premonitions, your spirit team, you know, guiding you towards this, you know, towards your north node, telling you to get away from this key that you're trying to use, this road that you're trying to take, all right? It's very significant about something that won't open, all right? A door that will not open for you, that you've been waiting and waiting and waiting to open. What is storm and unexpected? Closed off and guarded. What is this? Clarify this card for me. At the bottom of the deck, fate, divine intervention, and attraction. I mean, yeah, you have to move towards whatever it is that goes, you know, with your north node. That's where spirit is pushing you to. That's just what it is. Like, you're being pushed, literally. You're already too high ranking, too high vibrational. I just feel like maybe this is something you love, or I don't know. There's a tide right here. A soul, not a soul tide, because I don't feel like it's a person. But it's something that has you like tied to. It's something you've invested in. maybe a lot of time and you don't want to give up all the time. All right, but that's more like an ego thing. But I feel like with the High Priestess, you know, you really truly know what this is. You just kind of don't want to give it up. But you're about to get there. I feel like you've been manifesting this door to open, and the way that Spirit is about to open it for you is going to shock you, because you're going to learn. You're going to learn a lot while you try to open this door. And learn different ways, all right, to do things, or the ways that you're supposed to do things to rank up, to be able to get the key for that door. And something just needs changing in your life. And maybe you need to let go of control when it comes to this particular door. All right, it'll open if it's meant to open, when it's meant to open, and no time before. All right, tell me more, Holy Spirit. Okay, this could be a creative opportunity. All right. You could be a Libra. For some of you guys, I feel like you're being pushed to like be a practitioner. Yeah. Tell me more. I don't really feel... Yeah, I don't really feel like there's anybody else in this energy, in this reading, but you. Okay? And I feel like this is all about your ranking. All right? I really do. I feel like you're in great energy. Yeah, you're building. All right? Maybe you're living a very luxurious lifestyle, or a very just easy life right now. That's been one of your gifts, to be more at ease. Yeah, besides your Emperor. Okay? And if they're not here physically already with you, they're coming. All right? Yeah, they're working their way towards you. Like literally right now, you know, in the present moment, this person, yeah, you're ready. You're beyond ready for this. Like, Empress. For some of you guys, clarify the devil. For some of you guys, wow. I feel like you and your divine partner that are, if you're not, this is for people who are not in well, I'm not even going to say that. I feel like both you and your divine partner are definitely working towards a new ranking. All right, you're going through some sort of level up. All right, for those of you who are not in union with your person, this person is definitely coming in. All right, I feel like they were doing a lot of shadow work. I feel like a tower, and like, that's funny, I put the tower on top of the damn tower. Okay, so I feel like this person went through a lot to try to get your, well, they were put through a lot. Whoever this is somebody from your past, or somebody you already know. All right, you could share kids with this person. All right, I feel like this Emperor is definitely being inspired to come towards you. All right, I feel like they're coming towards you very joyous, very happy, very, you know, also successful. All right, this person could be a leader. Okay, you could be seeing 166. This person's very wealthy. 166 speaks about material wealth. All right. And 155 speaks about, you know, a rebirth. All right, so y'all definitely having some sort of rebirth in y'all's relationship. All right, this is like an initiation phase for both of you. All right, y'all being given some sort of key. I'm telling you, there's something about you not being able to open a door, all right? And something about you having to like work different, move different to be able to open this door, all right? But I feel like it's opened, all right? I feel like it's open. Maybe you don't know this yet. Maybe it has, you know, to do with money. You've been trying to open a door with money, all right? But I feel like this door is open now, all right? So if it's not working, it's you. You know, it's not nobody else in your energy. It's you needing to maybe ground yourself, your sacral of your root chakra. Yeah, I feel like that's clarity. Whatever this is, this path, this is a contract, all right? Nobody's gonna be able to tear that apart. Yeah, this is a contract, right? And this is a good investment. Whatever you're doing is a good investment, all right? If the door's not opening, don't force it. Just let it flow, all right? Keep letting things flow the way that they are. That's what I'm feeling. And for those of you who are not in union, I feel like this person is somebody from your past, somebody who's not. I mean, you and this person both came out as the Hierophant, all right? This Hierophant energy, to me right now, is speaking of your ranking, okay? And of the type of person that you are, and that your person are, and is, whatever. And I feel like whoever this is, they weren't toxic. Maybe it just didn't get off the ground. Maybe you really, truly didn't notice that this was actually your life partner, all right? Your real twin flame. Maybe you were too stuck chasing the catalyst to notice that this Emperor that was right. Oh, look, it said notice the Emperor earlier. Dang. Damn, yeah. But maybe you didn't notice this Emperor before. Maybe you didn't notice that they were actually your twin flame, your life partner, the one that you were actually going to end up with, all right? But you are, all right? And they is coming in, okay? This contract between you and this Emperor, this contract with your North Node, it can't go nowhere. It's divine time for this solid foundation, all right? It definitely is. And you're definitely getting there. Oh, look, and at the bottom of this deck, creation. Like, I can't make this shit up, all right? And positive action, all right? Return to heart. Yeah, this Emperor is returning to its heart, which is you, all right? And they've done a lot of inner work. Inner work also here, transformation, release. Yeah, this person has done a lot of inner work, all right? But what I do know is, like, me and my twin, we separated, all right? And although I see myself, I had a vision when I first met her of me marrying her. When me and this person separated, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just thought it was, you know, for the best. It was supposed to go like this. I was more of the low vibrational twin, all right? So I was like, well, fuck it. I'm just going to go party, this and that, you know. Shit ain't go down like that, because after once me and my twin went into separation, I met my catalyst twin, right? And my catalyst twin showed me where I needed to be at, showed me what I needed to be doing, you know what I'm saying? Not intentionally, of course, but that's what the catalyst twin does. I don't really think we all need one, but I do think that we all have more than one twin flame, all right? I feel like it's more like fallen twin, catalyst twin, and then your life partner, which is your real twin, all right? The fallen twin has a specific thing to share with you, okay? The catalyst twin puts you on your North Node, from my experience and for what I've seen from others who have shared their experience of their twin flame journey, because I really think that you're a twin, all right? I really do. But the catalyst just comes to put you in your North Node, and after you realize what your North Node is, and you realize that this is a catalyst, then you'll see your real twin. And usually your real twin's been there, just looking at you, you know, for like a year or two, you know what I'm saying? So, but this is what I got for you guys today. I hope it resonated. If it did and you're not part of my collective, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, you guys, and give me a thumbs up. Anything you need to know about me will be in the description below. And I am open for personal readings. So if you want a personal reading, go ahead and book one with me. My website is also in the description below. And my email is also in the description below. I love you guys to life. Until next time. Bye.